Hello everyone, it is Michael from Hallowed Thrills back with another video with officially 78 days until the opening night of Halloween Horror Nights Orlando. We have finally been given our first official announcement since March of 2021, and that being the Beetlejuice announcement that happened way back when. It has been a long time coming, but after months of teasing and tons of activity on Twitter, and with the random cryptic, like staticky YouTube videos that have come out over the past couple days, like there's a whole bunch of live streams that happened on Universal's page, and a bunch of like different profile picture changes and everything. It was just a whole bunch of crazy stuff that happened over the past couple days, leading to our first announcement since March. Let's check it out.
Some say he's the one behind every screen. Some say he only comes out every few years. And some say he's closer than you think. To mark the event's 30th year, Jack is back at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights. And this year, he's everywhere. In a haunted house, in the dark where you least expect. But the one place he's sure to be is in your nightmares.
That is right. Jack will be back. He is back. The man, the myth, the legend, the Clown Prince has returned for the 30th anniversary, and he is badder than ever. As they have stated on the website, we will have not one, not two, but three Jacks at the event this year. They are going to have the Clown Jack, the Ringmaster Jack, the Rockstar Jack. They will be all over the place, all over the event, and I could not be more excited. It'll be my first time seeing Jack in person, and honestly, he's going to be all over the place. Like I said, they have stated that he's going to be in a house, in a scare zone, and he's going to be in his own show. So we have a new show coming out this year, like has been speculated. It's going to be a Jack show, so we'll see what it is. Nothing has officially been announced, but I do have some sneaking suspicions on where he's going to be for each of these. But on the website, as you can see here, they do have 4 different coming soons in Jack's section that have been given out on the website. I am not entirely sure what a lot of these are, but I can say that that 3 of the 4 of these are going to be the house, which I'm saying is probably going to be icons captured. They have the scare zone, which I'm going to think is probably the 30 years, 30 fears, or 30th anniversary scare zone, and then finally the show being the unnamed Jack show that we don't have yet. But there's that 4th spot, which I'm not entirely sure what it is. Now, my thoughts on this 4th spot is that I think it could be maybe the Cabana Bay experience, the jacked up experience that they announced today. Could be that, or another option that I have, it could be a Jack versus Eddie scare zone. I know we have that Eddie scare zone. If that Eddie scare zone is not run like I initially thought, it could be this. It could be Jack versus Eddie, brother versus brother, which I would love to see. I have no idea what this last one could be. Now, I will say that this announcement was a little bit of a letdown, as a UK ticket service, UK ticket website, posted on their YouTube channel earlier this week this exact same announcement, this exact same video that HHN put out. But I will say, they did try their best to try to build up more hype for it after we had already known what the announcement was ahead of time, just to add that little bit of unknowing to what the whole situation was going to be. Those YouTube live streams really helped amp up the fact that we could possibly not know it was coming. Maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it was another trailer that was coming out. Maybe it was something completely different. But I really loved the way that they handled it. It gave me a sense of not knowing, which I didn't have heading into the week after already seeing that video. Over on the website, it had a bunch of sections regarding history, what to expect with Jack at the event, and a whole bunch of other stuff like that, including a brand new blog post, which you saw had an interview with it, with Michael Aiello and James Keaton, the man himself, Jack the Clown. So they had a great conversation, a great interview talking about what Jack meant to the event, and since Michael Aiello was the one who created the character, what it meant to him. And honestly, it's a really good read. So if you go to the website, you can go to there and check it out. It's a really good read. Like I said, this is a very interesting thing that they only announced that he'd be coming back. They didn't announce a house. They didn't announce a scare zone, which is kind of weird as we're 78 days away, like I said. So we don't really have anything so far. We know that that Brides and Tooth Fairy are coming back, and probably the Puppet Theater is coming back. So we do have all those technically announced, but nothing's on the website other than Beetlejuice and other than the fact that Jack is coming back. So I'm not entirely sure how often these announcements are going to come over the next couple weeks. Now, the other thing that was included with this announcement, inside of the park, yes, that is right, inside of the park, something did happen regarding this announcement. They did release some limited release merch inside the park that was labeled Jack is Back. Now, this merch was similar to the merch that they released for Beetlejuice back when they announced his house way back in March, and this kind of gives me a little bit of 2001 HHN vibes. As you can see, comparison between the two, you can see that it kind of looks like the ICU design for Eddie back in 2001 when he was supposed to be the main icon for the event. Now, this leads back to the Jack versus Eddie scare zone that I was talking about, which that could possibly be our scare zone for the Eddie zone. Maybe this is where it's finally going to happen. Maybe Eddie is finally going to live out what he was supposed to do way back in 2001 and finally kill Jack, his brother, and finally take over his rightful spot as the main headliner for HHN. But in other HHN news, we also got tickets today. Yes, that is absolutely right. Single day tickets are now on sale on the HHN website and also on Universal's website. Either way, it'll take you right to Universal's website, but it doesn't really matter. But they are now on sale starting at $70.99 per night. That's where it starts at, and it can go up to $97 a night, mostly on the Saturdays in October. And those are the peak times for the event most of the time, so that makes sense that they would be more expensive. Now, multi-night tickets though are still not available. That is personally what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on those frequent fear passes. Definitely waiting on getting those because they are a lifesaver and definitely help the wallet out a little bit and allows you to get some of that merch, some of the food, some of the drinks, all that kind of stuff. Now, the website does state that they want you to come back and check back later for different ticket options. So that does give me a little bit of hope that these frequent fear passes will be coming, and hopefully sooner rather than later, so I can get those purchased. And same with you guys. Hopefully you guys can get those purchased. Now, the only way that you can get a multi-night ticket as of right now is if you purchased one way back in 2020 before the event was canceled. They did send out a email regarding that whole situation, and it did include the normal blackout dates of Saturdays not being able to be going to the event for the frequent fear plus pass. Personally, I have already purchased my hotel, my flight, and like I said, I'm just waiting on them tickets, man. Just waiting on them frequent fear passes. That is my only thing left to purchase, but I will be down at HHN for a week in October, so I hope that I will see all of you there. But that is all the news that we have today regarding HHN and our first announcement since March of 2021. I hope you enjoyed this amazing flood of information regarding the event this year. If you did, make sure that you like and also subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to get notified whenever I post a video, and also go down and comment telling me, are you excited and what is your reaction to this announcement? Did you expect it? Did you already see the announcement earlier this week? I would like to know. honestly, I would like to know your guys' thoughts on this whole situation and what you think it means for the future of this event. But as always, I'm Michael. This has been Hollow Thrills, and I'll see you guys next time.